Hi, it's me again. It's been a while since I've made a video, but I'm here to tell you that's about to change. Been back streaming it for about 3 weeks now. Been going pretty well, I think. And I'm starting to get some videos back on here, but before I do, I figured, why don't I tell you about the last nine months. Went to a couple funerals. I went to the dentist and got a cavity filled. That was pretty cool. I took some funny pictures like this one and this one and this one. And then there was this funny TikTok of a monkey eating a strawberry that I really liked. And then I went to get vaccinated sometime in April. Shout out anyone who also got Moderna. We are related by blood now. It was really cool because I decided when I went to get my first dose of the vaccine that I wouldn't sleep and eat. And then I hyperventilated and threw up in my Cloud9 mask that I had had since the beginning of COVID. Rest in peace, my beloved Cloud9 mask. But then I went back a month later and got my second dose, and I slept and ate beforehand, and I didn't throw up or any of that. It's crazy how that works. Then in April, a cat came and sat outside my backyard window, and I was staring at it and it was staring at me, and then suddenly my desire to have a cat reached new heights. Then about 10 days-ish later, I'm not gonna do that again, that would be so silly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then about 10 days-ish, give or take, later, my cousin was all like, I've got 3 kittens, and I was like, okay, but who asked? Then on April 24th, I acquired my then 2-month-old kitten, and I decided I'd name him Astro. Though I rarely actually call him that, and instead end up opting for names like Bud, Stinky, Buddy, Little Man, Mister, Stupid, Dummy, Piece of shit. I'm a big cat guy, is what I found out. I love this cat. I love him so much. He's obviously now quite a lot bigger than when I first got him. But yeah, that's where this video is from. I got the cat that day, and then I meant to post it on my private Instagram to like 30 followers. And instead I posted it to my very public Instagram with 2 million followers. It was cool, but he's now about 7 months old. And while I was initially a little worried about getting a kitten, that all kind of faded away as time went on. This little dude's an absolute goofball. Here's some videos to prove that. Boop. Did you just hit your face with your tail? I also took a trip to San Antonio, Texas to visit a friend, and then ended up going to Alveus Sanctuary. If you don't know what Alveus Sanctuary is, it's a wildlife conservation center that's kind of specializes around exotic animals. They keep these exotic animals to use as ambassadors to kind of educate people on each species so people can gain an appreciation for them. I wasn't even originally planning on visiting, but then when I asked Maya, the girl who runs Alveus Sanctuary, what kind of fun stuff there was to do in San Antonio area, she was like, you could just come visit Alveus. And what was I gonna say no? They have a freaking emu named Stompy. I'm not gonna turn that down. We took a few clips of when I visited, and I got to have a little chicken fly on my arm, which admittedly is not something that happens every day for me. This is cool. Hello. He doesn't like lettuce. He doesn't like you.
Hi.
Oh, dude, why? Do they just poop all the time?
Why can't we be like birds?
Why can't we be this free? Hello, Stompy.
Sorry, he's a nice guy. Like a dinosaur.
I also checked out the Alamo and visited a tourist trap t-shirt kind of shop, and they just so happen to have this shirt. This shirt sucks, man. I hate this shirt. Well, well, well. What do we have here?
It's a toilet. It's not a toilet, man. You're so stupid.
Oh yeah, I fell back in love with gaming this year. That's a kind of huge development. For a while, it kind of felt like gaming was just a piece of my job. But now that I had a lot of free time, I was able to just game. And game I did. In fact, I'm gonna go through the games I played now. Not all of them though, just the ones I liked a lot. There's a few games that I just seem to keep going back to no matter how many times I've played them. And two of those are Terraria and Minecraft. Everyone kind of knows I like these games, especially Minecraft considering the sheer number of videos I've made on it. The thing is, they are just good games, and the amount of fun I've had playing them should speak for itself. I probably logged 200 hours each in Terraria and Minecraft just this year, and I only recently finished this damn fishing achievement quest in Terraria. I hate this thing. I hate this thing so much. I have a burning, fiery passion of hatred for this fishing quest. I haven't even done the other quests that I need to do. There's like 6 other quests for me to finish Terraria's achievements, but the dang 200. I don't. Here's a game though I haven't ever made a video on. I've heard great things about Titanfall 2 since around 2017, starting with this video by Shammy. But it wasn't until I started playing the game that I really understood what made this game stick out. The environments feel like a playground, and fighting the enemies doesn't feel like a waste of time because of that. Instead of a bunch of pointless fights, I found myself getting creative with how I'd take an enemy down. Slide here, punch this guy, get cover, time travel. Titanfall 2 has a lot of concepts for level design in the campaign that get introduced and build on themselves and then drop them right before they get old. Here's a tool that lets you travel between the past and present in one click in the same environment. And here's a tool that lets you open doors and turn off fans, all while fighting enemies. This stuff feels so good. And I found myself just wanting to get back on the ground every time I wound up having to do a section where I was in a Titan because of how good it felt to shoot stuff. And while we're on the topic of games made by Respawn Entertainment, I think I probably dropped 70 hours in Apex Legends this year after not playing it since 2019 when it originally popped off as the Fortnite killer. While I don't think it became the Fortnite killer, I do think it became the only Battle Royale game I can actually stomach playing. And that is saying something considering I absolutely despise playing Battle Royale games. I hate dropping in, acquiring a bunch of items with no one around, then getting in a fight and immediately dying and having to re-queue to play the game that I'm trying to play. What happened to me? Half your playtime spent in Battle Royale games isn't spent playing the actual game. It's spent getting to a point where you can play the game for a couple seconds and then you have to queue again. Unless you're absolutely goated like Shroud. And we're not Shroud. We don't. Sadly, I don't think we all always recycle a can. In Apex, for some reason, I can actually play the game. There's no lobby you have to sit in between games. The gunplay feels kind of fast and clean, and it feels like each time you queue, you won't just be wasting your time. Not to mention, Lifeline does this funny drum song when I drop in, and that's funny and I like it.
Have you guys seen that new Pixar movie, Luca?
No. Cypher, how do you lose shields?
Luca D's nuts on your face.
Drone thing.
Luca D's nuts on your face.
You lost shield because of the drone?
The like carrier thing. I shot it and blew up on
D's
top of it.
nuts on your face.
I don't get it.
Leaf Blower Revolution. This is an idle game where you blow leaves around. You know what? I don't actually want to talk about this game, I don't think. I think we're going to skip this game. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. 1 second, I'm watching the thing come back. That's so cool looking. With the night sky behind it.
Oh, yeah.
Survival games seem to be the easiest games for me to sink my teeth into and spend way too long on. One of these games happens to be Satisfactory, which is less of a survival game and more of a wet dream for the same kind of people that want a super organized chest room in Minecraft. When I first started Satisfactory, I was very cautious to assume I would like it. The description of factory building game doesn't exactly get me too excited right off the bat, but then I started playing, and it's all I wanted to do for like a week. You drop into a lush environment and progress by acquiring materials to upgrade your base. Seems pretty simple. I've played games like that before, right? Well, you're wrong and stupid. As things get more and more advanced, you start to be able to collect more and more materials in a variety of different ways, and then it hits you right in the dopamine receptors and sometimes the private parts when you start seeing all these items on conveyor belts going into chests. You're like, those are my things. I like these. The name of the game is actually really cool and funny because it's Satisfactory, which is cool because it's actually already a word, but then you combine it with factory, and then it's funnier and it's awesome. It's satisfactory. It's a satisfying factory. But to be completely honest, I haven't played many games that feel as satisfying as Satisfactory. You'll be working on getting things built in your base, and then suddenly you just have this entire spaghetti plate of conveyor belts and boxes everywhere. Why are there so many boxes?
What's in the box? Where the box is at?
Is that a genuine question?
Yeah, I actually don't see him.
Come down here.
Oh.
Where the box is at? Like, just give me a sec. Let's see if I can find any. You know.
Oh yeah, I finally finished Breath of the Wild, by the way. And it's easily in my top 3 games of all time. You see, it's funny because it took me so long because I started it 3 years ago when I was still in college. And I thought, oh, this would be sick to stream. And then this year happened. And I was just like, well, I might as well play it. I played in a closed beta for a game that's coming out soon called New World. While the name is a little bit confusing when trying to type it in on YouTube, that didn't stop me from dropping 40 hours just in the closed beta. I've never been into MMO RPGs, never had an interest in WoW or anything like that, but my friends got me into New World and I was incredibly hooked. The aesthetic and branding is really neato to me, honestly. Pushes up glasses, as it's set in the 17th century and blends together the cultures of the time. This includes Vikings, pirates, knights. Probably one of the geekier games I've played, but look at me. I look like I play MMORPGs. Also, the game has proximity voice chat. Hey.
Eat.
Feet.
Give.
Eat.
We are always doing
Y'all
this.
really be hopping in Discord calls and just be doing this?
Take your boots off. Take them off.
Take them off. Wearing out your socks.
Dropped about 20-ish hours in a game called Gunfire Reborn, which is a roguelike game with tons upon tons of different guns that allow you to build up a class type as you see fit each time you go for a run. The game feels really rewarding for me because I'm a freak when it comes to numbers, and they tell you how much damage you've done total each run. And I like the number going up when I'm the highest, and then when I'm not the highest and it's not me, I don't like it as much. So that game was cool, but I played that around the same time. Me and a couple friends played through a game called Remnant from the Ashes. It's another shooter, and I don't really have any way to describe it besides this is the game I've been looking for. For some reason, it feels like there's so few games with difficult bosses that utilize teamwork, and you each have different abilities. Then when you beat a boss, you get this rush. Why is it so hard to find this? I don't understand why. Look at this clip.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Oh!
Oh! Oh! He also doesn't like me. Oh my gosh, man.
Oh my god, what? He can throw his hammer?
This is, yep.
God dang it.
Dude. How have you stayed alive, man? He's just not targeting you.
That kind of chaos is essentially what every boss battle in this game is like. And honestly, that's why I really like it. That's pretty much all the games from my break I really feel like talking about. But yeah, uploads are coming back to this channel now, and I should have new videos coming out every few days for a while, including some older stuff from before my break that never came out. But I don't really have any plans to do anything with the main channel at the moment, but maybe I'll come up with something in the next couple months. Also, I've been streaming Monday through Friday on my Twitch channel, you know the link, and I've been raising money for the Children of War Foundation. If you want to drop by and give some money, then I'm usually live around 1 p.m. EST. That's all I've got. Here's a couple videos of my cat.